In every petal, a story hides. Welcome to Once Upon a China.
Today, we are talking about one of the oldest and most profound legends in Chinese mythology. It is a story of creation, catastrophe, and quiet courage, the legend of Nüwa and the time she repaired the broken heavens. In the earliest days of the world, the earth and sky were still finding their places. Mountains rose slowly, rivers wandered freely, and the wind whispered across the plains. Humans were few, their lives fragile and fleeting, intimately connected to the patterns of nature, yet unaware of how precariously their world hung together. Above it all, Nüwa, a goddess of creation, watched silently. She molded humans from clay, shaping them with care and breathing life into each form. She did not seek glory or recognition. Her focus was always on the balance of the world and the well-being of those who lived upon it. For a time, harmony reigned. Birds sang, rivers shimmered under sunlight, and humans moved about in quiet rhythm with the earth. But as is often the way with beginnings, the balance was not permanent. A violent upheaval shook the foundations of heaven and earth. One of the cosmic pillars supporting the sky collapsed. The heavens cracked open. From the fissures poured storms, raging rivers, and scorching fire. Forests burned, mountains trembled, and entire villages were swept away. Humans ran, their cries lost in the roar of a world unraveling. Nüwa observed the devastation. Every life she had created, every form she had shaped, was at risk. She felt the weight of the world pressing upon her shoulders. Without hesitation, she stepped forward to repair what had been broken. She gathered 5 sacred stones, each radiant with a different hue: red, blue, yellow, white, and black, imbued with the very essence of the earth. She built a great furnace and melted the stones, enduring relentless heat and the weight of her task. Each stone glowed brighter than the last, a living fragment of the world's spirit. Rising toward the fractured sky, Nüwa pressed the molten stones into the fissures. The cracks closed slowly, merging colors into a mosaic of light. Though the sky would never be perfectly smooth again, it became whole, its fractures a testament to resilience rather than imperfection. The earth still quaked. Rivers threatened to overflow, and fires raged in the forests. Nüwa moved across the lands, taming floods, calming flames, and restoring life wherever chaos had reigned. To support the sky further, she defeated a giant black turtle, using its 4 sturdy legs as pillars to hold up the heavens. Day by day, night by night, she labored tirelessly, never seeking acknowledgement, never demanding praise. With each action, she wove the fragile threads of existence back together, restoring balance to a world on the brink of collapse. When her work was complete, silence fell. Humans rebuilt their homes, rivers found their paths once more, and life returned to a delicate equilibrium. The sky remained slightly tilted, its scars a reminder that imperfection and survival often coexist. Through this legend, we see that strength is not always loud, and courage is not always visible. True heroism can be quiet, patient, and compassionate. Sometimes, the greatest victories are those that restore, rather than conquer. This story invites reflection. What does it mean to repair what is broken? How do we approach the fragility of our own world? How much courage does it take to stay and mend, instead of abandoning the task? If this legend resonates with you, share your thoughts below. How do you carry responsibility for the fragile things in your life? May the endurance of Nüwa inspire us all to act with care, patience, and steady resolve, even when the world seems to be falling apart. Even after the sky was mended, life continued to grow in quiet, persistent ways. Rivers flowed, mountains stood firm, and humans rebuilt their lives, carrying within them the memory of resilience. The world was not perfect, but it was whole enough to endure. In that stillness, we find a lesson. True strength often lies in patience, compassion, and the small acts of repair we offer every day. When challenges arise, we may not see immediate triumph, but each effort to mend, to care, and to persist shapes a world that can survive and thrive.